Ladies and gentlemen, hello and welcome to another LEGO train video. This is arguably the best looking real train I've ever built. This is a Class 9F 210 freight locomotive. It is big, it is gorgeous, and I am so happy with how this turned out. This was a train that I've not really wanted to make, but I kind of had an idea. It was like, oh, I wonder if I can make this train. And I looked at the 262 green tank engine, and I thought, yep, we're making this. So it's in dark green, which is the same colour as the Emerald Knight and, of course, Emerald Champion. Still have plenty of bricks to spare, and thankfully, I had enough to make this. I am so happy with this train. Oh, it's so good looking. It runs so well. It's, oh my god, this is definitely the coolest looking train I've made. It's so good. I mean, look at this thing. Well, I won't say every detail, but maximum detail has been achieved. We've got these slope bricks that you can get at the front of the train. They're there. We've got the two leading wheels. I've taken off the two Technic pieces that are on the side. It matches the real look, and on a train like this, it obviously looks a lot better. Smoke deflectors, of course. These are built up in quite an interesting way, so if I take them off without breaking anything, there we go. So we've got two 1x2 Technic bricks with some Technic bricks actually in them. This is how the smoke deflector is built up. It's a combination of 3 wide tiles all put together, and thankfully I was able to find these 3x3 curved tiles as well. So that gives the smoke deflectors its defining look. I've got two 1x4s on each side as well, and that would be the name tag. Well, that's where the name would go on the train, not necessarily a name tag. I was thinking about replacing it with my Emerald Knight sticker ones, but I think just keeping them plain for now would look a lot better. The front of the train is nice and tidy, not a lot going on there, a nice small funnel, and again it's very handsome, looks very good. Speaking of something that looks very good, check out that front here. So I have discovered a new build technique for piston rod power. So it's the same as I use for like the Greyhound and Big Red, where I've normally got a larger one of these and have two antenna pieces poking across. But instead it's a smaller one where it's only got one stud hole in the middle. Well, not in the middle, but you know what I mean, right? So it looks like this basically. Got one antenna piece, and I've also got the same brick on the end of the piston rod moving up and down the antenna. It looks and runs absolutely beautifully. This is something I want to try and put on more of my trains now, because this is literally the best piston rod technique I've been able to build. You may have also noticed this long brick in the background. I have finally found a place for that to go on one of my trains. Now the thing is with this train and some other trains in the world, the boilers are sometimes levitated above the wheels. This gap isn't there because I was lazy, this gap is there on the real train. So thankfully, with the correct way of building, I've been able to shuffle these bricks into a position where you can see them, they stand out, and also match the real life design of the real life train. The green bricks, as you can see going along the tender, the boiler I should say, are very interestingly done. This was a life-saving technique. These are the 1x1 tiny slopes on some 1x2 tiles with a 1x4 held sideways. That's probably the best description I can give you, but building it all together makes it perfectly lined up with a 4-stud boiler, and again it all just looks and works really well. Because this train is 6 wide, it matches the scale of some of the other real life trains that I've made, and I think this train being 6 wide is more appropriate. If I tried to go 8 wide it would just look a bit too weird. Again, just looking at the shape of the boiler from the front where the smoke deflectors are going to the back where the two whistles are, that's what these things are, and where it gets to be a little bit bigger at the back, it looks so good. If I unhook the tender, one sec, without breaking anything, give you a quick look inside. Oh, the tenders are running away. We got enough to fit one minifigure inside. I probably could squeeze in another. But that is what the cab looks like. We've got firebox going on. We've got a 1x4 with some controls. And a shovel because I found the bricks for it. So yeah, just looking at that, just, wow, it's so good. I absolutely love this. Loving it, loving it, loving it. Right, let me go grab the tender because it ran away. Oh, leaning over, there we go. So the tender on this train is much smaller when you compare it to the tender of the Berkshire. It's so weird, but then again I know why, because America's a big country, they need big trains with big tenders. This is a tiny tender. It's very nearly perfect. All these black details on the top should not be there, but sadly, I can't find the bricks that I need in dark green. They just don't exist. So this is the design, and it frankly looks better. Personally, I think it looks so good with those black details. There is supposed to be a ladder on the back, but again, trying to build it up in a way where it would keep more dark green showing, it just couldn't be done. So I've left it for now, but one day I might come back to it and reintroduce that ladder. Once again, trying to attach it without breaking anything. That is a 1x6 weird little tile piece. It's like one of the Technic rods, like a thin version of this, but it's got studs on it, and I've been able to use it upside down as the connecting plate for the boiler and the tender. It goes around corners, it goes over points, and it is so damn cool. I absolutely love this train. So yeah, as my railway expands, real life trains are coming to the railway, and yeah, they're just really happening. I have been thinking about making a train in an imagination livery, as I think the most popular term for it is. So if you go to the Thomas and Friends series, you can see they've got real life trains. Obviously none of the models there are fictional, but they're in livery colour schemes that do not exist in real life. So I could go through this again, put it in an orange tan colour that would represent Murdoch from the series, go over it in blue or whatever, I don't know. In the future, if I make a real life train, I probably might attempt the imaginary livery thing, but for now, that's all going to be on hold. I think this is all the trains I'm going to make for a while. Need to take a break. I got too many trains. So there we go. That is the British Railway Standard Class 9F 210 freight locomotive. Thank you all ever so much for watching. Be sure to like and subscribe if you haven't already. I will see you all in the next episode. Bye.